Welcome indoor cycling fans for the first stage on the Race Without Borders Spring League. In this league we'll be focusing on PEETERS. Today he gets some support by his teammate CEULEMANS. And as usual we are in the blue and white Tour de Peer jersey. So today's stage is La Douce France. 24.8 kilometers. There's one intermediate sprint at the aqueduct. Maybe subscribe to the channel and help us out. Leave us a comment or hit that like button. League on the channel. The last series we were focusing on RF. In this league, like I said, only PEETERS. So these are the extended highlights. As you can see, we made a small jump in the race and already at 2 kilometers into this race, you can see it on the map. Few riders are being dropped. But luckily for the team, PEETERS and CEULEMANS are still up front. It's quite clear. A lot of riders are being dropped at the moment. First group are now more or less 33 riders. Another small jump in the race, 4.4 kilometers. And this is the first group. So as with every new series or league, you have to get used to the names. Race is organized by Team Ireland, so a lot of Irish riders. And PEETERS thought this was the first sprint, it seems. He's definitely going for it. Followed up by Van der Poel from Australia. Okay, a good test for the aqueduct intermediate sprint. We're 7.5 kilometers into this race. Make another jump. We're now nearing the intermediate sprint at the aqueduct. There's PEETERS. PEETERS now currently in third position, moving up to the front. Starting his sprint pretty early, it seems, followed by Ffwd from the Netherlands. Ffwd now taking over. Reynolds in third position, now Brown moving up to the front. Now Brown in first position, followed by Selke from Mexico. But okay, a good sprint by PEETERS. Scoring some points, good job there. As you can see, the first group is now falling apart. A few riders closing in. It also seems that the riders in the back are closing in as well. More or less all back together. It looks like two riders are being dropped there at the back. Indeed. So two riders are being dropped from the first group after the Aqueduct intermediate sprint. So here's the sprint result once again. So in first position Colin Brown. Second, Kevin Selker. Third, Manas Hutte from the Netherlands. And in fourth position, Bart Peters from the team. In fifth position, Ciaran Reynolds. Now we move over to the second group in the race. Following Howard from the UK. Also in this group, Nielsen from Sweden, Clive from Ireland, Faye from Ireland, Torstensen from Norway. Okay, moving up to the first group once again, and as you can see, one rider is on the breakaway. Okay, still no harm done for Peters. Took some points on the intermediate sprint, so if he can end up in a good position on that final sprint, all is well. And 2 kilometers left to go. As you can see here on that cobbled section, one rider up front. So really pushing on. Looks like the attack is definitely working. It's Selker from Mexico, who's on the breakaway. He's definitely pushing on right now, 6.3 watts. 8 seconds in front of the second group. The second group with CEULEMANS and PEETERS. So CEULEMANS is still doing well. Hopefully he can be of use at this final sprint. .600 meters left to go. Peters in 6th position at the moment. Thornton started the sprint. Where's Peters? Looks like Peters hasn't got really the power left. Not enough left in the tank for a last effort, although he's using the air helmet. He's now in 16th position. Being crossed there at the line, but okay, good job by Peters in this first stage. Now we move over to Ffwd from Ireland. He's going for the 28th position, using his aero helmet as well, followed by Pinta Silgo from Portugal. Hope I pronounce it well. Torstensen with a great push, even crossing Ffwd. Also Nilsson from Sweden. Looks like Nilsson won this sprint. So a great sprint for the 28th position. And now we're at the fourth group, following Rogan, switching over to Riley. He's more up front in the sprint. Riley from the UK, Primer there from Dirt, Team Dirt with a push. Great push from Primer. The fifth group in the race, following Goldman, and also in this group is Roberts and Sutton. It looks like Roberts is sprinting away. In 53rd position there's Irvine. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this first stage of the Spring League. Make sure to check in weekly, because Peters will be doing this league as much as possible. And here's the final Zwift Power points ranking for today's race. Like I said, the first stage, and in first position we have Selker from Mexico, 69 points, followed by Brown, 54, Hutte from the Netherlands, 41, Reynolds from Ireland, 36, Byrne from Ireland, 35, and here he is, Peters from the Team Fast Forward, with 34 points. So guys, like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this stage. Check us out weekly. Maybe subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment. See you next week.